Sometimes the universe reminds us of certain things in very peculiar ways. There's this one picture of me from my childhood that sort of surfaced in the time when I was looking for answers like who am I, why am I here, what's my purpose, what was I like, how do I become a better version of myself. And this picture was basically me from my very early childhood, maybe 2 or 3 years old, when I was sitting in my father's lap. And that child that was sitting in her father's lap was absolutely unfamiliar to me. She had the most widest smile, the cutest face, and the most wonderful, mischievous eyes. I had no idea when I was like that. How was that even possible? How did I lose touch with that personality altogether? Like they say, if you want to know who you are, go back to your earlier years. Like shed all the layers that you have built over the years and go back to your original self. And if that was my original self, I was absolutely unfamiliar with it. And that got me thinking, what the hell happened? And that realization gave me another motivation to refamiliarize myself with the person that I really am. Not the person that I used to be, not the person, a better version of myself or something. No, the person that I truly am. I wanted to feel that white smile again, that carefreeness, that joy, that absolute state of joy. I think at one point I would have even denied that that's me because I had a very sad personality. I was very bland, you know. I was just doing things because you're supposed to do things because everybody else was doing them, not because I felt like doing them. I thought that that's how you go along life and that's what you're supposed to do in that age. You're supposed to get a job, hang out with friends after job, crib about what you're getting and not getting, and then go back home, sleep. Never make it to home on time because that's school, so you always have to be late, etc. etc. But these little triggers that the universe kept giving me, like that one picture, sort of rewired my mind and made me want to push through these conditionings, these things that I thought were requirements of the time, and this is how life should be mindset, and find a path that was more aligned with myself, a personality that was more aligned with myself, even if it was not what my other friends or social circle was doing. So, yeah, I did end up in a very, very different path than everybody else. Nobody in my family does this, nobody in my friend circle does this. Although I have a different friend circle now who is from this field, but otherwise, the people that I grew up with or I knew back home or in the big cities, none of them does what I do, and none of them have taken this path. And it doesn't bother me. Initially, there was a lot of friction. I had to listen to a lot of criticism, comments, bullying, or just harsh comments. Maybe not really bullying, but harsh comments. But I'm glad that I overcame them, that it doesn't bother me anymore. I took a stand for myself. I told them that this is what I do. If you cannot respect it, no problem. And so a lot of people fell out. Like, they do what they do, I do what I do, and we don't talk anymore. No harsh feelings, but a lot of people left my life, like just fell out because we weren't really in sync, and neither of us could make peace with the way things were. So yeah, I think I understand when people say that when you start walking a certain path, a lot of things that don't serve you anymore start leaving you, making space for the ones that do. I think I totally understand that now. And so, if you also feel like a lot of things are in a turmoil, life doesn't feel familiar, people don't feel familiar, you're just finding yourself in situations that you never thought you would, don't worry. Things are going to happen and things are going to work out for the better. The universe is looking out for you, and it's aligning you with who you truly are. Have faith. I'll see you tomorrow.